up here and give me a little ching, after a while I had to tell him to beat it. He was just pretty annoying. I was actually expecting a little guest here. Has anyone seen the small snake? Doesn't matter, he won't be long. At my old school I did a little 3v3 basketball in the spring, and one day I noticed the ball getting bigger, and then it hit me. It hurt, like a lot. A while back in St. Lucia, my grandmother took me to the bank and she asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her. Well, she did say it could have been worse. You should have seen the waiter that asked me to tip him. I mean, he was just asking for that. He did not land on his feet, so I guess it's safe to say he's not a cat. Question. A man once fell into a well. Do you know why? He couldn't see that well. So imagine his surprise when he came out of the well and there were 3 holes in the ground. Want to know what he said? Well, well, well. Question. What do you call a man who plays Minecraft Bedrock Edition? A bedrocker. Also a nerd, but that doesn't really flow as well, so. What's the one job profession you should never tick off? A gardener, because they're always close to the hedge. In honor of the one exam I think I did good on, how about a few math jokes? Parallel lines, they're great. They got a lot in common. Too bad they'll never meet. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. Let me talk about my family. So my mom, she once told me, Braden, you gotta stop acting like a flamingo. So naturally, I had to put my foot down. My sister, she insisted that I help her with her makeup, and I may have accidentally passed her some Gorilla Glue instead of her makeup. I think she's still mad. She still ain't talking to me, or talking in general. She's giving everyone the silent treatment. Fun fact, my mom, she was actually a tennis champion, so she tried to get me into tennis. I didn't really like it that much. I liked silence tennis. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much tennis, just without the racket. So. Nonetheless, my family's great. My family's actually very religious. I'm actually the only atheist among them. And, in honor of that, I'd like to tell a little joke about that. Okay? Come forth, John, and you shall receive eternal life. God told John. Unfortunately, John, he came 5th place and he got a toaster. Another thing at my school is this kid named Braden, and something Braden loved was gardening. And he said, I love gardening so much. You know why? It has the best tools. It has the hammer. It's actually not hammer, but he likes hammer. So I told him, I don't know about the hammer, but I'm definitely looking at a room full with a very, very big tool. I'll give you one hint who it was. Another kid in my class, he liked space. He loved everything about it. One day he tried to be smart, like, oh, your name's Adam, you don't like anything. You make up everything to a kid named Adam. I walked up to him and said, dude, you're about as bright as a black hole and about twice as dense. Unfortunately, we are reaching the time limit of my final joke. So before I give you my final joke, I'll give you a little bit of an inspirational quote. Just remember, no matter how bad you are never useless, because you can always serve as a bad example. So I'll leave you with this, a final quote. Friends are like trees. If you hit them with axes, otherwise known as the chopsticks, they fall down. Good night.